Welcome to the grim tales of folklore horror stories. Today's narrative is about the troll, an enormous distorted humanoid dwelling in the Nordic wilderness. Residing deep in the forests and mountains, the troll is a symbol of hostility against humans. With a voracious greed for treasures and a monstrous hunger for human flesh, it targets wanderers unwittingly, straying into the forest's darkness. Known for its violence and rage, the troll is a terror to those venturing too far into the wilderness. This daunting tale of a young boy's encounter with the beast is called Erik and the Troll. Have you ever heard of the terrifying trolls of the Nordic wilderness? In stark, cold expanse of the vast Nordic wilderness, a youthful lad named Erik lived. A slender figure with golden hair was often the target of his older brother's harsh pranks due to his fragile physique. He lived with his family, isolated amidst towering pines and a symphony of whispered local folklore echoing through the forest. Among these tales, the most chilling was the legend of the trolls. These fearsome creatures, haunting in their grotesqueness, resided deep within the woods. Their dwelling, said to be a cave, was rumoured to brim with valuables snatched from hapless wanderers who ventured too far. With their monstrous clubs constructed of human bones and a ravenous appetite for human flesh, the very sight of these trolls was a dreadful spectacle. Yet for Erik, this horrifying legend became a beacon possibility, a potential opportunity to demonstrate his courage and fortitude to his family. Summoning all his courage, Erik ventured into the unknown, into the heart of the forest where the trolls resided. The forest, a sentinel of ancient trees and eerie silence, carried stories whispered only in the quiet of the night. The air was thick with mystery and a sense of dread. Hidden deep within was Erik's challenge, a cave, foreboding and filled with an air of impending doom, a portal to the realm of the trolls. As he ventured further, the shadows deepened and the air turned frosty. The cave was a maze of nightfall, its walls bejewelled with the spoils of unfortunate travellers. Erik, motivated by a desire to establish his worth, silently started to collect the shimmering treasures. Still, the cave was not deserted. In the depth was the sentinel of the horde, the troll. A monstrosity of nightmares, the troll was an intimidating mass of might and menace. Its skin, marked with old wounds and growths, was as hardened as the bark of the oldest oak. Its eyes burned with predatory desire, a desire fulfilled only by the taste of human flesh. It held in its gnarled fists a club, a grim weapon made from the bones of its victims. As soon as the troll spotted Erik, a chill ran down the cave. A low growl echoed within the cavern, bouncing off the stone walls. A signal of impending doom, a warning that sent a shiver down Erik's spine. The chase had begun. Erik, holding on to stolen treasures tightly, found himself in a terrifying game of cat and mouse, running through the twisted tunnels of the cave, the monstrous troll right behind him. The chase was a whirl of panic, a ballet between hunter and hunted. The echoes of the troll's thunderous roars filled the air, a cold orchestra of looming doom. But Erik did not stop. He ran, pushing his body past its limits, fueled by primal fear and an urge to survive. His desperation, Erik led the danger straight to his home. Unbeknownst to Erik, his actions had triggered a nightmare for his family. The serene silence of the Nordic wilderness was shattered by a monstrous roar. A troll, a horrendous creature from the darkness, had stalked Erik back to his home. Its grotesque form, wielding a club of human bones, stood menacingly in the moonlight. Its guttural growls echoed through their humble home, a chilling symphony of coming doom. Their once safe haven was now a hunting ground for a creature from the depths of Nordic mythology. Erik's heart pounded with and guilt. Terror ran through his body. He wanted to demonstrate his bravery, but this was beyond his worst fears. The screams of his family echoed through the night, their terror and desperation a testament to the horrors he had unconsciously unleashed. His older brothers, once his tormentors, were now victims of the creature they had mocked as a myth, their laughter replaced with terror-filled screams. His parents, strong and unyielding, met an undeserved end. Erik's heart was heavy with sorrow, his eyes stinging unshed tears. The troll's satisfied grunts, the crunching of bones, the dreadful silence that followed, were all reminders of his mistake, echoes of guilt. He was the cause of this horror, and he felt helpless to stop it. But amidst the fear, a glimmer of hope sparked in Erik's heart. The legends, they spoke of a way to defeat the trolls. Sunlight could turn a troll to stone. As dawn began to break, Erik knew his mission. He had to lure the troll into the light. He had to end this nightmare. He had to save whatever was left of his family and himself. With a heavy heart and his family's screams echoing in his ears, Erik made a desperate plan. He needed to confront the troll that had brought devastation to his household. His mind rapidly worked through the tales he had heard of an ancient method of defeating such a creature: expose it to the sun's first light. Without any other choice, he mustered the courage to lead the gruesome beast out of his shattered home. The troll, a horrific sight, was enticed by the smell of its next prey. Erik sprinted, his heart pounding, his breath creating icy clouds in the bitter Nordic air. The forest was a chaotic swirl, trees shaped like ghosts under the moonlit sky. He was at the brink of his strength, every step a struggle, but he couldn't afford to pause. His survival and the memory of his beloved family were at stake. Ahead, a field stretched out, a vast blanket of snow under the night sky. Erik's footprints disturbed its untouched surface, proof of his determination to live. Behind him, the troll rumbled, its bone clubs smashing into the frozen earth in a horrifying rhythm. Erik reached the field's heart, exhaustion creeping in, hope fading, but he turned to face the enormous creature. The troll towered over him, its form looking more gruesome under the soft moonlight. It raised its club, intent on ending the pursuit. But then, the horizon brightened, dawn's first rays breaking through the darkness of the night. The light kissed the earth, creating long, eerie shadows across the field. The troll roared in agony, its skin sizzling under the sunlight. It convulsed before turning into stone right in front of Erik. Erik stood alone, rich but tormented, with the stone figure of the troll serving as a grim reminder of the night's terrors. The dawn of bravery had arrived, but at a price too steep to bear. The echoes of his family's screams would forever haunt him, a chilling symphony to accompany his newfound wealth and the stone monstrosity that now adorned his field. Erik's tale is a haunting reminder of the consequences of our actions. A boy, eager to show his courage, faced the forest's terrors. His daring led to a tragedy that vibrated throughout the Nordic wilderness. This story teaches us a valuable lesson. Reckless bravery can lead to dire outcomes. Thus, Erik himself, wealthy but with a troll, a chilling testament to the horrors of that fateful day.